In this English lesson, I wanted to help you learn the English phrase in retrospect. When we use the phrase in retrospect, it means we're talking about the past or thinking about the past. For me, it's usually a phrase I use when I'm thinking about a decision I made in the past that was bad. Here's an example sentence. I'm out here today wearing my spring jacket, but it's a little cold. In retrospect, I should have grabbed my gloves before I came outside. So I'm talking about a decision I made in the past that was probably a bad decision. So in retrospect, I should have grabbed my gloves. I'm actually home today because a lot of teachers at my school have COVID right now. So in retrospect, it was probably a bad idea to have a staff meeting last Friday. I think that's maybe where it spread around, but who knows? So in retrospect means to think about the past or to look back to the past when you're talking about something. The other phrase I wanted to teach you today is hindsight is 20/20. This is kind of a funny phrase we say when we're talking about how when something goes wrong, if we had thought about it earlier, we probably could have prevented it. But hindsight is 20/20. When you look back, it's easier to see that you made a bad decision than it might have been in the moment when you made it. When you can see without glasses, we say you have 20/20 vision, and hindsight is the act of looking back in the past. So we often say hindsight is 20/20. It's very clear when you look backwards in time where you made bad decisions in your life, but at the time it might not have been. So to review, in retrospect is a phrase we use when we're talking about the past. I actually just used it when I replied to Mode Ag's comment the other day on the last video, and that's when I thought of this phrase. And hindsight is 20/20 is kind of a funny phrase we use to laugh about how when you're talking about the past and bad decisions you've made, when you look at it from where you are in time right now, you know that it was a bad decision, but at the time you really didn't. But hey, let's look at a comment from a previous video. This comment is from Denise. When I hear the phrase, let's look at a comment from a previous video, my heart starts beating faster. Key Park says, maybe your turn. And my response was, are you hoping that it's yours? So yeah, I wonder sometimes what it's like to watch these videos. I don't really know because I'm the one making them. But I'm sure for some of you, you're wondering, did Bob pick my comment? So this time, Denis, I picked your comment. So hopefully you enjoyed that. A lot of you in the last video mentioned how you enjoyed the fact that I was making videos in town, and I did too, but then a funny thing happened at school the other day. We had a number of teachers gone because they have COVID. In fact, so many teachers are gone that we can't have school in person right now because there's not enough teachers. I don't know why I'm laughing about it. The people who have COVID, it's very mild, but we got to a point where there just weren't enough teachers to continue. So it's a Thursday and I'm actually home today. So that's kind of unique. You enjoyed it when I made videos in town, and now I'm actually at home for a couple of days and I can't do that. So what I'll show you instead is this little mini greenhouse that Jen and I have built. We're trying, if you look here, these peonies are growing nicely, but we're trying to get the ones inside here to grow even faster. We're trying to get the mini greenhouse to kind of add some warmth to them so that they think that it's time to grow fast and to bloom, and we'll see if that works out. Anyways, I gotta check my time. Oh, we're done. Thanks for watching this little English lesson. I'll see you in a few days with another one. Bye.